Hey, what's up, Crypto Chronicles crew? Today I've got massive news. You can now trade major blue-chip US stocks as tokenized equities 24/7 on Bybit. That's right, Bybit has rolled out xStocks, tokenized stocks and ETFs by Bakkt, giving crypto users direct access to top traditional assets, anytime, any day. Stick around, I'll walk you through what xStocks are, how they work, and what you need to know before you jump in. Alright, before we dive into trading, let's clarify what xStocks are, and if you missed our first episode where we explained this in detail, make sure to check the link in the video description below. xStocks are tokenized equities and ETFs, created by Bakkt. Essentially, they are digital tokens that represent ownership exposure to real-world stocks, like Tesla, Apple, or Nvidia. Each xStock is one backed by the real underlying asset, which is securely held in custody by a regulated, independent custodian. This means the tokens track the actual market value of the stock they represent. However, and this remains important, owning an xStock does not mean you legally own the real share, have voting rights, dividends, or shareholder privileges. xStocks are a synthetic representation of ownership/exposure. That means xStocks are tradable tokens pegged to the price of the underlying stock. They track value, but don't confer real shareholder benefits. Here's why xStocks matter, especially for crypto-first folks. They give you exposure to real-world blue-chip assets, think big US companies, through the same interface you use for crypto, bridging crypto and traditional finance. They are freely transferable, compatible with blockchain protocols, often on Solana or Ethereum, meaning you could, in theory, move them on-chain, integrate with DeFi, or hold in wallets. They offer liquidity and 24/7, or near around-the-clock, trading access, a major advantage over traditional stock markets which have time zone constraints. It lowers the barrier to entry. You can buy fractional exposures, which means you don't need to commit to a full share. Now, how does this work on Bybit? Bybit has listed xStocks on its spot market, meaning you trade them much like any other crypto or token pair. To get started, you need a Bybit account, complete identity verification, standard KYC, eligibility is required. Once you've funded your account, e.g. with USDT, you simply search for the tokenized ticker, for example AAPLX, TSLAX, NVDAX, etc., and place your buy order. Trading fees apply as per Bybit's Adventure Zone, fee structure, maker or taker fees. You can also deposit/withdraw xStocks, typically as tokens, for example via the Solana, SOL, network, if that's supported. But before you go all in, there are some important caveats and limitations. You do not get dividends, voting rights, or other shareholder benefits. xStocks are synthetic tokens representing price exposure only. The regulatory and legal status of xStocks may vary depending on your jurisdiction. They're not always classified as securities, and by using them, you may face regulatory or compliance risks. The custodian and issuer, Bakkt plus regulated custodian, are responsible for holding the underlying shares. Bybit itself only provides a trading platform and does not guarantee collateralization or enforceability. Holding xStocks doesn't guarantee that corporate actions, like dividends, splits, voting, will carry through. You likely won't receive them. What this could mean for the future. xStocks represent a bridge between traditional finance, stocks, equities, and crypto or blockchain, giving crypto-native users access to global equity markets without needing a traditional brokerage. It introduces flexibility, 24/7 liquidity, fractional ownership, and global access, which can democratize access to blue-chip assets. For long-term investors or crypto-to-stock experimenters, xStocks might offer a way to diversify portfolios across asset classes, but with all the trade-offs and risks that come with synthetic tokens. If you want to explore this yourself, I'd put a link in the description right here. Go check it out, sign up or log into Bybit, and see if xStocks fits your strategy. Important: xStocks are not to be sold or marketed to US persons. Make sure you verify your eligibility before trading. Alright. That's the lowdown on xStocks on Bybit. It's a bold step bridging crypto and traditional markets. If you enjoyed this breakdown, Smash the like button, subscribe to Crypto Chronicles, hit that bell, and stay tuned for more reviews and guides as the space evolves. Trade smart, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.